tapped the button too early.
Good morning. Welcome to Now Kiss. Technical difficulties issue. I don't know what happened there. We could hear everything fine. Like the music and our talking coming through our headphones, but you didn't hear anything, and they didn't change anything at the Rumble, so we just decided to restart both computers.
I'm just glad restarting the computers worked, because beyond that, especially when it comes to the sound component, I would have been like, no, not touching this.
I mean, like, the extent of my troubleshooting is everything is plugged in.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, always good to check that. That's sometimes what's wrong.
Yeah. And the computer got restarted, so I don't know why it suddenly just doesn't do sound anymore. So I guess we're not having a stream today. And then Heather and I had the brief tantalizing option of extra work time dangled in front of us.
You know that thing where if we had work, if we didn't have like a timed thing, we probably would have slept in a little longer, but we're still here, but now we could just do some extra work? Yeah, that could be good. This works too.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Also, you'll note that Heather and I, out of protest for those stupid gamer chairs, have just brought in the regular office chairs.
They're so much comfier.
Yeah, because Loading Ready Run, when we moved into the office, was like, hey, instead of just having whatever garbage chairs we were literally given by people who are like, hey, I'm throwing this out, do you want it instead? Which was literally how we got every single one of our office chairs. If people are sitting in these chairs for like...
Oh, that explains a lot about those old chairs.
Multiple, like, 6 to 8 hours a day. Why don't we get some real chairs? Yay, thank you, Coffee Princess. So we got some real chairs, and they're great. But you know what's not great? Those fucking gaming chairs, because they're all designed for people who are like 6 inches taller than us. They're horrible. They don't adjust. They're not comfortable.
And probably not even necessarily people who are like 6 feet tall, but specifically are like 4 feet in their torso area.
Yeah.
Given the way the
that you can't actually raise and lower the stock on either of them like enough for me.
Oh yeah, they're always so like
they're low.
Every time I sit and I know who takes over the computer I use most of the time on Mondays, and every time I go in there I'm like, right, yeah, cool.
At least these chairs are adjustable. But yeah, I have to basically crank up the chairs, and then I'm like, this is still not tall enough, and I'm too low. I have a tiny waist.
Start your morning like cranking up your chair.
Oh, apparently Bob at the Ninja Goldfish says those gamer chairs are not disabled friendly at all.
Oh, I would not doubt that.
Yeah, I actually big mood. Hi, Cameron. I feel like those chairs actually are not good unless you are an average human male. I mean, if you're an average human male, like, yeah, whatever, but
maybe, I guess. I've never been one, so I don't really know that I can relate.
Yeah.
I'm always mystified when I leave the office and I'm not looking up at somebody. Because most people I talk to here are way taller than me. Even my friends, Corey and Kate, like I think you're the only person I can just like look eye to eye at and be like, oh gee, this is comfortable and new. Why are we in a land of giants?
I don't know.
I mean, it's interesting. It's an interesting place. I don't blame them for their height, but how did this happen?
I don't know. This is the hegemony of the tall. What are we doing today? Oh wait, we should talk about subs.
Oh, yes.
Contiguous Kitty Cat subscribed for 50 months in a row, saying, ooh, the big 50. By now we're approaching the point where Lure has been in my life longer than not.
Oh, cool. I mean, I hope that's good for you. I should not make assumptions. Galactic Boredom, you're a new subscriber, welcome. Hi.
Thanks for joining for this. And Coffee Princess cheered 555 bits saying, ooh, oops, it's payday and I'm irresponsible.
I love the Pride bits.
Yeah.
They're one of my favorites. That and like the dry, scrawly one.
Coffee Princess says it definitely threw me off when I met Adam and Beej at PAX Unplugged. Yeah, Adam's enormous.
Adam's great. Beej is weird.
So tall.
And they throw me off every day. They're nice people.
They are very
nice. I mean,
nice.
They better be. I married one of them.
Yeah, no comments on the other. No, Adam's great. Adam's gonna go to give a GDC talk in 3 days, so.
I think they record those. Like, I don't think they stream them, but I do think they do record them, so I'm kind of hoping that ends up somewhere online, because I'd like to see it.
It will be in the GDC vault, so that means it'll go public a year afterwards.
Okay.
They gotta get you to pay for those GDC badges somehow.
That's fair. Or let's just get Adam to recreate it.
Yes.
He won't hate us for that at all.
MTV CDM says, my chair is a $10 deal from St. Vincent's. My chair was free, and I know why. It's bad. That's okay. I'm going to get a new one eventually. But first, I think we should play our game. So,
okay. All right. All right.
It's been so nice to
I was enjoying chatting stream.
Chitty chat. Chat time.
Chat.
We're playing... Oh, maybe we should be in the left corner? It just sort of depends. We're playing Backstage Pass, which apparently is good.
Well, it's got a cheering crowd, so...
Just gonna...
That should help.
Sorry, I'm just gonna turn down all of the sounds.
All the sounds.
Alright. Sometimes I question my life decisions. Tomorrow's my first day of college. It's past 11 p.m. and instead of sleeping, I'm at an Adam Eaton concert one state away from my college campus.
What kind of concert do you think Adam Eaton is?
Boy band.
That's a weird boy band name.
Well, I mean, he's like the Justin Bieber. Adam Eaton. J Biebs. It's like, yeah.
I bet it's got all kinds of weird things where his fans are like, oh yeah, I'd eat on Adam.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's intense. That's a lot of boundaries to push. Hey, to Weave is cheered with 100 bits, saying, here's 100 bits for short people and comfy chairs.
Ooh. I can get behind that.
Unlike the teenagers out in the audience screaming for an encore, though, I'm the girl backstage dusting Adam's face with another coat of powder before he heads back out.
Ooh, you're makeup artist.
Cool.
And you have a face.
Whoa, done. Now get out there, rock star.
Thanks. You're a winner every time, Sean.
Oh.
Hi, anime boy.
Hi. He's got a voice, though.
He's got protagonist hair. Every time they have the cowlick thing, it's like auto-protagonist hair.
Is a Sunday night concert common, assuming school starts on Monday? Adam salutes me quickly before he runs out onto the stage.
You guys want an encore?
No.
No.
Yes.
They're just cheering for their fucking health. Christ.
I think you just turned down my headphones.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I went to turn down mine. There we are. I didn't realize our wires were crossed.
Yeah, that's okay.
Adam poses on stage, holding his mic out to the audience as if he can't hear their response. The girls scream and the boys cheer, all of them chanting for him to sing another song.
Well, who am I to say no to all of you?
As his number one hit for today starts up, the roar of the crowd peaks.
I hope he turns the mic around before he sings.
With a wide smile on his face, Adam launches into his hit single and the audience sings along. I wonder what kind of song for today is.
It's probably not quite like a love ballad type thing that you'd hear, but it's probably a little bit more casual.
There's a really good Blur song called For Tomorrow. That's really good. So I'm just going to put that one in my head.
Okay.
As the lights in the concert hall flash, I catch glimpses of audience members dancing to the beat of the song. Backstage, I mouth the lyrics along with everyone else. I've heard the song 1,000 times, but it's still infectious.
I mean, if you're a fan and you're going to a concert, I would assume you have heard at least one of the songs 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Or a couple hundred.
Earthen One, his cheer to 69-bit says, today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody wants to hear me sing right now. All right.
Nice.
Song ends too quickly for the audience taste, but Adam bids them a good night and thanks them for coming out to see him. He runs off the stage and high-fives the sound crew before bounding over to me.
Wait, he did what? Oh, wait, no, it was an encore, wasn't it? Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Good work, Adam.
They voiced the crew member?
I'm impressed,
Wow.
honestly. One of the passing crew members gives him a cheerful thumbs up. See, this is unrealistic because roadies don't give a shit. They're like, whatever, just get the job done.
Thanks.
Adam returns the gesture. I pull out some makeup remover and begin wiping his face clean. The summer tour is almost over. Only one more to go.
Already?
I mean,
Wait. That means school starts tomorrow.
Ah, dang it. School. My arch nemesis.
I give him a gentle chop on the head. Don't tell me you forgot.
So anime.
He winces as if my tap actually inflicted some amount of pain on him.
I figured if I didn't think about it, it would just go away.
Nah, school definitely not like that. It's kind of like hunger in that way. You're being hungry, it doesn't go away with time. You have to do something about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely feel like sympathy for the approach of what if I ignore it?
Yeah.
Try not thinking about world hunger sometime. Maybe that'll work.
Ooh, sarcastic.
Adam folds his arms crossly and glares at me, but he can't keep it up for very long, and eventually his pout melts into a grin.
Don't make fun of me.
I laugh as I pack away the last of my brushes into the large metal case that houses my makeup kit. I didn't say anything.
You thought it, though. And don't deny it. I've known you too long for you to be able to lie to me anymore. Anyway, I gotta go find John.
Oh, yeah. John. Not the John, just John.
Okay, yeah, I'll see you on the bus. Adam jogs off in search of John, and I drag my makeup case out of the way. My phone chirps out a cheery tune, and I answer it.
Happy school day!
Ugh.
School day?
School starts tomorrow, so we're calling to do our good luck cheer.
Don't you think I'm a little old for this?
You're never too old for us to love you.
I love the mom voice.
And I'm never too old for a good luck cheer.
Dad sounds like a bro, though.
Dad sounds like another male voice they have, just like making his voice deeper.
I'm waving a flag with your name on it. Can you hear it?
I hear the faint sound of paper flapping against the telephone on the other end. Ah, I can hear it.
So, how's Adam?
Oh, you know, energetic, happy, totally didn't remember school starts tomorrow.
It's a good thing he's got you to look out for him.
And how are you? Did you find everything okay?
Sure did. Your new campus is lovely, and we did our best to make your dorm look like your bedroom at home.
Oh, so school's like college?
Yeah. Sorry to make you handle all of that for me. I didn't realize the summer tour would overlap with freshman orientation.
The school said it's fine as long as you go see your advisor, Hitman Cobalt.
Our school advisor is a hitman?
What kind of fucking name is... What kind of game are they setting us up for?
I don't know. What kind of name is that?
Even when I like naming, like, bad guys, I just, like, named them stuff...
Oh, you're right. We're students. Of course the school advisor is going to be a villain. Ah.
You guys go to assassin school?
It's Professor Cobalt, and your dad thinks that he looks like a hitman.
Okay.
Maybe
Don't
we're...
you see it? Come on, the suit, the stern look.
Maybe we're gonna join the assassination classroom.
Maybe it's somebody, Zoe Forchi says, it's Bret Hart, we're going to wrestling school, yeah!
Yeah, that sounds like more fun.
Dating game set in a wrestling college?
Yeah, I'd play that.
Suplex your
That
way
sounds
to
like
their
fun.
hearts? Dad affects a mock serious voice.
Missing orientation will put your daughter at a severe disadvantage. Take care that she is diligent with her studies. Doesn't that sound ominous to you?
A little, but it's his job to say that.
I still say he's secretly a hitman when he's not teaching. I bet at night...
Anyway,
Mom interjects before Dad can finish his speculation.
we just wanted to let you know we're proud of you, and we're cheering for you.
Thanks, I'll talk to you later.
We love you!
I hang up and tuck my phone away in my pocket. Most of the crew's already finished packing up. Grab my makeup case and head for the bus. The summer tour is almost over and school's about to start. I don't know what the year holds for me, but whatever it is, I'm ready.
So Adam is essentially our childhood friend option, clearly.
Yeah.
And when we go to school, we'll probably meet, I'd say, a new kid. At least.
Mm-hmm. Maybe some sort of intense choir boy.
I guess we're all in freshman year, so maybe they're all new. That's maybe they'll skip that trope.
Let's play the opening video and see how many tropes we are going to be dealing with.
I do like the trope video starts. I look forward to the bouncing dot option.
God, I hope this has rhythm game elements.
Oh, that would be really good considering the... So you're a makeup artist, which is cool. Honestly. Alright, so the blonde one looks like a vampire. It's not really a trope so much as a genre within anime, but He's the goofy one. He's the
actor?
Yeah. Model. Oh, he's the shy one. Okay. He's probably gonna be an Eros.
But like the kind of thing where you're nice to him and it melts his like
Yeah.
his mean exterior, which he just puts up to put people off.
Can we date her?
No.
She looks cool.
Wait, is this an Otome game? I thought we'd retired over. This came recommended. People said it was good. Not all games from Japan are bad.
I mean, as far as I understand, an Otome game is just a game that is marketed towards girls, which happens to be a lot of dating games.
Yeah. Basically, I wasn't gonna do unvetted. I was like, no more Otome. But like 2 people when I went on my like very, very angry days-long Mafia rant. People have been really good about like sending me game recommendations, and I've been basically, if people email me game recommendations, I basically put those to the top of my list of stuff to look at because they've been vetted by a human.
Yeah, you know more about them then.
Yeah, and like 2 separate people were like, Backstage Pass is good.
It's one I've seen on lists, but then again, so is Osmafia, so...
Yeah, Jacob's friend did recommend Osmafia.
Osmafia is like on every dating game list I've ever seen as one of the top ones. Like it's almost number 1 on most lists. That might be a taste thing. I didn't play it, and I didn't watch the stream, although I did hear many of the rants from the other room.
There's a lot of issues with consent in that game.
That's true of a lot of dating games. It is. It is. Because there's always that one character that is very much not into consent. Again, I haven't played Osmafia, so I don't really know how it relates to other dating games I've played.
Yeah. Most games from Japan are great. What the fuck? Now, a lot of dating games from Japan are deeply problematic.
Also understand that there is a huge well of dating games within Japan, so not all of them will be great. It's like anime in the 90s, right? Everyone's got the soft spot for anime in the 90s because they were like, oh, we had all this great anime. Do you not think that there was a lot of trash anime that existed that we just did not get at that time? Mm-hmm. And then when the explosion happened, we had like everything, so we started to see what some of the not so great anime was like, and then the bubble burst, and now we have what we have now.
Now we have actual just anime, which some is good and some is bad.
Yeah.
And some is weird. Yeah. Also, most Japanese games are made for Japanese culture, and said culture is just a tiny bit different than ours. Yeah. There's Japanese women get treated in a way that I would not fucking put up with in a cold, dead second. Right?
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. And they'd be what a weird, aggressive white lady. And I'd be like, fine.
You can tell the Japanese culture is very different right now in the news because there's that game that they're pulling.
Oh, yeah.
Because that voice actor had done some cocaine or something.
Which is a big
deal.
deal.
Drug laws in Japan are incredibly strict about that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's
not a thing that would happen here, but basically his career is probably over as an entertainer. That is a separate webcam for Let's Know. I guess... what's his name? I work with him. Ben forgot it. I think it's his.
What? Why?
It's supposed to tell them how scared they are for the game that they were playing.
Oh.
Because we don't have one of those mice with the...
Like the
heart monitor thing.
Oh.
I'm still kind of wording very well this morning.
Oh, if that was the rule over here, we wouldn't have any entertainers or journalists. Yeah, exactly. All right, anyhow, let's get to class. Because we're 5 minutes late for class. The professor doesn't even seem to notice, though, because it's a first-year class. There's
it's
400
also a
kids
college, or a university? I don't know where we went, but we went to Anime Boy University, and clearly the professors don't count.
Yeah. Oh, a young man approaches and hands me a stapled packet.
Here's the course syllabus. You can find a seat near the back.
He looks a lot like Adam.
Yeah, he looks like Glasses Adam. But he's nerdy because he's got a tie and a vest.
Actually, you know, is there a dating game that exists where basically every character, like, other than, I guess, the, one about You Can't See This Man, but, like, every boy option is just, or every character option is just the same character template, but he's got, like, a different accessory.
Oh, no. Maybe we should make that game. It's real crowded. I find a seat. I glance down at the packet of papers in my hand. An outline of class, rules, and grading policies. The professor is currently going over everything in the packet.
Your assignment for next time is to read the first chapter and finish the first set of problems.
With a curt nod, she dismisses class half an hour early.
She seems nice.
Whoa, is this really what college is like? Yeah, your teachers will take any opportunity to let you out of class early if they also don't want to be there. I can hear an excited buzz in the classroom as the students eagerly pack up their things. None of us were expecting this. I wait in the back of the class until most of my classmates have cleared out before I leave. There's no real hurry after all, and I'm still dead tired from last night. I wonder if Adam got out early too. I'll have to ask him when we meet up later. Come to think of it, I don't even know what his first class is. Wait, Adam's going to university as well?
Yeah, I guess so.
And they didn't just ask for like some sort of star exemption?
I mean, it's a good idea to like keep your options open, given especially the boy band age usually only lasts until they're like once they get old.
Yeah.
I guess.
A bunch of like Hollywood actresses went to school. Like Natalie Portman, like just went and got a degree just in case.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have a backup option, right? Like especially in a career that depends a lot upon the way you look as well. And what if you just decide one day you've had enough of doing that, you want to do something else, and now time has passed and you didn't do the thing when you had the option. I mean, it's like one thing if you can't afford to, or you don't, that option's just not available to you. It's whatever. But if you have that option and you can do it, why not?
Smart. Apparently Natalie Portman got a PhD. I didn't know that.
Neat.
Wow. Yeah, there's a scandal going on about celebrities bribing people to get into universities. I don't think that anybody who goes as far as to get a PhD actually probably didn't need to bribe her way in. These are people who just go to get a degree. Oh, she did research work? Oh, well, whatever, still. Anyhow, I wonder if he knows what his first class is. This game's not about Natalie Portman's academic transcripts.
It's about us paying attention to our best friend, boy, who doesn't know what his first class is, probably.
But that's his problem, not mine. This is probably a good time to explore. Even though I studied the maps, the campus is unfamiliar to me. I glance at my phone. Plenty of time before my next class. With a deep breath, I step off towards the nearest building. There's a group of students near the entrance, all swarming something. As I draw near, I can hear someone talking over the sound of polite applause. I stand on my toes to get a better view of what's going on, but all I see is a flash of green. Sometimes I hate being short. As if on cue, a voice from the center of the circle speaks up.
Looks like we have someone who's having trouble seeing.
The crowd parts and they all turn around to look at me. I immediately shrink back, but it's too late. In the center of the group stands a young boy with a hooded shirt and a deck of cards in his hand. Anybody who actually does magic, like sleight of hand stuff, like just to show off, is very irritating. We got amateur David Blaine here, being like, "Woo, mind blowing!" Like in the quad. No, that's too much. That's.
Hey, it's the first day. You gotta bring your best deck with you and your best set, because you want to show off and show people what you're about, so you can find the right clique to belong to. You can get the right seating assignment somehow. It's gonna affect the rest of your life and your test scores. Probably.
Hello. Don't be shy. Come forward.
He motions for me to approach, and I'm like, no thanks.
I saw you jumping up and down in the back.
No. Yeah, well, I'm kind of short. He laughs again.
Hey, me too. We should form a club.
No, the Short People Club is not the club I want to belong to. Also, Club Week probably hasn't started yet. Oh man, can we join a club? Can we make a club in this game?
I
think I just want a high school simulator.
Sorry for being so forward, but do you mind sharing your name with me?
I wouldn't. I'd be like, no, you're an intense streets magician and it's fucking 9 a.m.
Like, can I get Persona 4 or 5 without the parts where I have to go do the dungeons?
Yeah. I take a quick breath to steady myself. Sean.
Sean? That's a lovely name. I'm Benito, but you can call me Ben for short.
Right?
Right. Are all guys in this game going to be named after guys we have at the office?
Yeah, we have an Adam
Ben and Adam, so, like, what? We'll get Graham next?
What game did that happen in? It was, like, uncanny and scary.
Arcade Spirits?
No.
There's a different one?
Yeah, there's a different one where all the guys just... It's coming out on top all over again. That was the game. Yeah, everybody had shared a name with some of my coworkers, and it was like an extremely raunchy gay dating game. It was very, very NSFW.
No.
I was like, holy shit. Hey, so Sean, do you believe in psychic powers?
No.
Like, can I just stress again, not at 9 a.m. on a Monday morning. This is too intense. Not really. My eyes are drawn to the deck of cards in his hand. No doubt he's a magician. Is there a magic club on campus or something?
Well, some people believe you can use psychic powers for luck, love, and all sorts of things. We're going to test psychic ability for you. Is that okay?
Stop doing your street hustle on me.
I mean, he asked if it was okay. I mean, again, he asked in a situation in which saying no seems like a bad idea, but he still asked.
Well, I guess I glance at the crowd of students around us. They all look interested in what's going on. I can't really say no, can I? I guess so.
What I want is for you to think about a card for me. You don't have to make a huge production out of it or anything.
That's my job.
Just close your eyes and block everything else out. Let it go dark and imagine the card in your mind.
He waits a brief moment before I think of a card.
Got it?
Are you thinking of a card? I'm thinking of a
Yes,
card.
I'm thinking of a card. It's like the 2 of hearts, but they're both cats, and their little tails for making the hearts.
He fans out the deck of cards in front of
Now,
me.
really focus on the energy of that card. If you think hard enough, you may be able to find it.
I frown. How am I just supposed to pick a card?
Don't let go of that thought in your mind. Really focus on that card.
Wait, no, if I don't get it, then I'm the one who looks like I effed up.
Yeah.
I don't like this magic game.
I'm thinking of the 9 of diamonds. You're thinking of the 2 of hearts, but the hearts are cats licking their own butts.
Sure.
Because then, there's paws up in the air for, the...
I just figure if someone's gonna ask me what I think the card should look like, then I'm gonna go a little bit further than just what specifically the card is, and I'm gonna think about what the card design is as well.
Alright, don't turn your card over just yet.
Benito tucks the rest of the deck away.
Now, what was the card you were thinking of?
Dark Magician.
4 of clubs.
Turn
No,
your card
that
over.
was not.
I turn the card over slowly to reveal the 4 of clubs in my hand. I would have been much more impressed if if this thing was just like, what's your card? And then it was just like, there it is. And it was like a card that we were thinking of.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I would have been like, I'm done. I'm not. I retire.
Retire card champion.
The girl next to me gasps. The crowd bursts into applause while I stare dumbfoundedly at the card in my hand. Benito takes it from me and holds it up for everyone to see.
Looks like you really are psychic, Sean.
He smiles and hands me the card
You
again.
can keep that if you want.
Cool. If I take this card, you've got one less card to have to think about. 52 cards is a lot of responsibility.
He winks and puts a finger to his lips.
You're the psychic one, right?
A girl pushes past me eagerly.
Do a trick for me.
Ugh.
Well, let's have a look.
Benito takes her hand and I quickly melt away back into the crowd. That's enough attention from strangers for one day. I turn my gaze back into the card in my hand. 4 of clubs. How did he do that? I turn the card over a few times before I give up and tuck it into my pocket. Well, I guess if it were that easy to figure out, it wouldn't really be much of a magic trick. Huh. He looked awfully young to be in college, and he certainly didn't seem to be worried about getting to class on time.
Maybe he's a professor.
I glance at my phone again. Yeah, that took more time than I expected. Exploring the campus will have to wait. I arrive 10 minutes early and I find a seat near the front. I learned a long time ago that kids who sit in the front never get called on.
Oh, you're about to learn some new college rules.
Hopefully that rule still holds in college. Behind me, I can hear a couple of students chatting with each other before class starts.
She told me that Adam Eaton was in her class this morning. I didn't even know he went here.
Jealous? I wish I had a class with Adam.
I smile quietly to myself. His first day at Adam's already the center of attention. Some things never change. I just hope he hasn't gotten into trouble yet. Classroom door bursts open and Professor Kuvalt strides in.
In ancient Greece, theater was divided into two distinct genres, comedy and tragedy. These genres were represented by the goddesses Talia and Melpomene.
Cool.
Melpomene, what a great name. Whoa, not even an introduction or anything? I guess not all college classes are the same. I hurriedly dig in through my backpack and pull out a notebook and a pen. Already the professor has begun to scrawl a series of names on the chalkboard. I copy them as quickly as I can, barely able to keep up. Professor Kuvalt continues his lecture for the entire hour without pause. He puts his chalk down and he turns to face us for the first time.
Your assignment for tonight: write a single-page summary of the Greek playwright of your choice. Due tomorrow. Include style, famous works, and his influence on modern storytelling. There are strict style guidelines on the course website. Read them before you begin. If you have any questions, my office hours are also posted on the website.
Goodbye!
And he turns and strides out of the room as quickly as he entered. What? And the room was silent for a few minutes until one boy in the back starts laughing nervously. Around him, a few other students joined in. We're all thinking the same thing. Am I going to live through this class or not? Oh, I guess every professor is going to be different. This should be interesting. Eventually, the other students relax and begin collecting their things.
I am so dropping this class. There's no way I'm doing that much work.
Girl, I got bad news for you. University may not be the life choice for you.
Lucky. I need it for my major.
I'm surprised that somebody would drop a course after a single day, but considering how fast-paced the first day was, I can't really blame her. Some people like do that where they like are like rah! For like the first week, and then they're just like, I'm just kidding. They're trying to be like, Ma, take this class seriously, and then once that's over, they're like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, I dropped a couple of I dropped a couple of courses the first time I tried college, and one of them was because the teacher was an asshat. He wasn't like that, though.
No.
He was
That's
just
intense.
outright.
As I exit the building, I feel a tap on my shoulder. God, I've let it be the plot. I spin around to see the kid from before, Benito.
Ciao.
Gives me a quick salute with a smooth flick of his wrist. Hey, did you want that card back?
Actually, I wanted to see you again.
Oh, it's too intense. No.
Why?
Are you interested in being a plant?
No, not really. Not really.
You have to be more specific, because right now I'm imagining myself dressed as a cactus.
Do you want to hang out in crowds and help me do a few tricks?
No.
No.
Don't be silly. You were great today.
Yeah, that's fine, but no.
Benito waves his hand casually. That's a yikes for me, dog. Why do you a plant anyway? You seem fine to do on your own.
I try. But there are a few tricks here and there that require a helper in the audience. Think of it as rigging the deck.
And you couldn't ask one of those other kids because...
They don't have the right look.
Uh-huh.
The plant has to be plain and not stand out. Otherwise, it's too obvious.
I don't like being a plant.
I feel a little deflated.
Oh, wait. He means a plant as in... okay. I was thinking of... Yeah.
The cactus?
I was seriously on the cactus train, and I was just like, but I don't like being in the sun.
Is he a con man? Wow. And you want me because I look plain.
Well, yeah. I mean...
He freezes mid-sentence as soon as he sees my expression. I know that I'm no superstar, but telling me I'm plain is no way to get on my good side. Yeah, don't fucking open a conversation with a neg. Don't be like, wow, like, I don't like the thing that you do, but... Or, you're pretty plain looking, but here's how you could do me a favor. What if I came up to you and said, hey, your shirt is shitty, but could you lift these heavy things for me, right? Like, that's just like, what?
Well, no, it would be more like, hey, you have a shitty shirt, so it's not gonna matter if you lift some of these things and get it dirty, right?
Yeah, ooh, that's even meaner. I know I'm no superstar, but telling me I'm played is no way to get on my good side. Benito's face has lost its childish expression. He looks serious, and for a moment I see a thought of flashful maturity. That's reading too much into him.
Note to self. Don't call people plain, even if you mean it as a compliment.
I'm not entirely sure how you thought anyone would take that as a compliment.
Most people have a sort of air about them. Something that screams, please notice me. They're desperate for attention, and it shows in the way they dress, move, and speak.
Uh-huh.
But you're different. You don't look like you want attention.
Which is why you came over here? He's one of those people who, like, you're wearing headphones and he comes up to you to chat to you anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, it's like you don't want attention. No, I don't. Just, I wish I didn't have to. I wish I was okay with being surrounded by strangers, but I'm not. Anyway, I'm busy with school, and I don't know if I can take on a job right now. Oh, I wasn't gonna pay you.
I know you'd be great.
Would you tell me how you do all your tricks? Benito follows this thing. Finally, he comes to a decision.
Not all, but some, sure. You'd learn plenty from helping me anyway.
Okay. I pull the 4 of clubs out from my pocket. First things first. How do you do this?
Why are we
you
interested?
saying you'll help?
No.
No!
Why?
Why? I'll help you once at least. There should be like a yes, fuck off.
Oh, yeah, you know, if we ever make a dating game, all the options, if they're yes and no options, the no option should always just say fuck off.
Sure, fuck you. And he laughs and pulls a deck of cards from his back pocket.
That trick's a bit of an obvious one, though.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Sorry, I left my webcam.
Yeah, we
I
noticed.
know, yeah, I was like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
That...
Have a good stream.
Bye.
Bye. He fans the deck out for me.
Every card in the deck is a 4 of clubs.
Yeah, but how did you get me to think of the 4 of clubs in the first place? Suggestion. He winks and tucks the deck away.
You must just be psychic. Anyway, I'm sure you have somewhere to be, so I won't keep you. Text me later, okay?
We didn't exchange numbers and we're not about to.
But I don't know your number.
Oh, no, we're about to.
Points to the card in my hand.
It's there.
I glance down and see a phone number scrawled across the front of the card in black marker.
No, magician pickup lines are the worst.
How? The smile on his face tells me that I'm not going to get the answer today. He offers another smooth salute before turning and leaping down the stairs. It does seem kind of fun to work with a magician, but I don't know if I'll have time for something like that between school and working with Adam. Speaking of Adam, I spy a familiar figure with 2 strands of hair out of place. Adam! He looks like he's growing.
His cowlick got bigger.
At the sound of his name, he looks up in a panic, but relaxes as soon as he sees me. He waves and jogs in my direction. What was that all about?
Sorry, I was afraid you were someone else asking for an autograph.
I poke him teasingly. Ooh, look who's popular.
I'm still not that popular.
I heard some of my classmates talking about you, though. I'm sure the whole school knows you're here by now.
I doubt the whole school even knows who I am.
They will soon enough.
Maybe I should go around with a hat and sunglasses to protect my identity.
I laugh and give him a gentle punch. I'll just make you stand out even more. How's your first day of school?
Not bad. I was late to my first class. I didn't actually know what it was.
I sigh. No, I thought that might happen, but I told myself that even you weren't that spacey.
Hey, in case you don't remember, I was putting on a concert last night in a city 6 hours away.
I was also there working, you piece of shit. Oh,
Close
I remember.
enough.
I was there. Or do you not remember?
Oh, I remember. I also remember that you fell asleep on the bus before the rest of us.
What, were you driving the bus? Did you not have this option?
Yeah, that just seems like a responsible choice considering you had to go to fucking school in the morning.
6 hours away? Would have skipped the first day of classes. First day of classes is usually not... I mean, I guess there was that one prof who, like, totally gave us an assignment. Like, normally...
We both glower at each other for a moment before bursting into laughter. That's fine. I was late to my first class, too. Thankfully, the professor didn't even seem to notice. Adam rolls his eyes. Crocmaster says, don't know when if I'll get to the VOD because I'm prepping for Unpub, but just want to remind every Lure son that they are awesome. Aw, thank you.
Thanks, Crocmaster.
Good for you. My professor decided to make an example out of me, so I had to stand in front of the class and explain why I slept in.
They don't do that in university.
I don't think he recognized me, so when I said I was putting on a concert, he didn't believe me. Then some girl pulled out her phone and showed him my site, and the whole class kind of fell apart when they realized it was really me. Someone asked for an autograph, then someone else told me to sing, and a group of guys in the back started singing Late Sleeper, except the lyrics were changed to something about being Amish or something.
What?
I think Professor
Weird.
Kobold is gonna hate me for life.
Oh, yeah, that one absolutely.
Professor Colvold, my dad says he looks like a hitman.
If I die in my sleep, you know what happened.
Yeah, trouble really does follow you everywhere.
I'm not trying.
I don't know. I've been there for most of it, after all.
Anyway, how was your first day?
Not bad. For the part that I was awake, at least. Some griftery boy was trying to get me to be like his magician's assistant, but you know, whatever. As if on cue, we both yawn. I yawn! This game has a very slow start so far.
It's still prologue. We haven't even met all the boys yet.
Oh man, this tour before school thing was probably a bad idea, huh?
That didn't seem like a bad idea last spring. Anyway, I have to head to the bookstore now. I haven't bought any of my school books yet.
Same here.
Adam picks up his backpack and slings it casually over his shoulder.
Shall we go together?
Don't you have class?
Morning classes only. John's idea. He said I should reserve the afternoons for work.
You too? He really does plan ahead, doesn't he?
That's his job, after all.
So, is he like a part-time student then?
I mean, you can, if you do like, because you only take like 5 classes a semester, and if they're 3-hour lecture classes, you could conceivably just do like Monday morning. You could just do the mornings.
Yeah, so they're in a college though, and most colleges just kind of tell you what your classes are. They're not like university where you get to pick classes, really.
Oh. Yeah, I've never really been to a college.
I've been to 2.
Okay.
They're not great. They were also small, but like the whole thing where he's like, the teacher made me stand up in front of the class and whatnot.
That's strange.
The second year of my college classes for costuming, they were like, we've noticed a bunch of students aren't showing up, so now we're forcefully doing attendance, and if you don't attend most of your classes, you automatically fail. And also, we're gonna basically put out attendance sheets, and everybody has to write their names down. And I'm like, this is college. If I don't show up and therefore don't learn my work, then that's on me, and that's just what?
Yeah. The only time I ever had that when I was like in like 400 level like discussion classes where like it was like basically trying to teach you how to like break down material and stuff, and so a huge part of your grade was class participation. But they weren't like show up to every class. They're just like the classes that you do show up, you have to have like reasoned arguments.
Yeah. We also had to forcefully take a computers class and like a financing class and a bunch of other things because they just were like, those are part of everything for some reason. This was for costuming, remember? And the computer class was at 8:30 in the morning, and it was just on things like how to use Word and like Excel and stuff.
Oh my
and the
God.
teachers really hated it when people didn't show up to class, and it was like, we work out of a workbook. We literally go to class in the morning, set a very heavy workbook down, open it up, and follow it page by page, and then hand in the assignments. So most of us didn't go to that class, because you hand in your assignments digitally over the internet anyway.
And it's like teaching you shit you already know how to do.
Yeah. And it, there were older students in there, and it was like, sure, I can understand maybe they need to do whatever, but could I not take a class that's just, could I not have taken a test that's just like, here, I already know these things, please just pass me and let me use this extra time to either sleep or work on my other homework, because I need it.
Wow. Oof. Alright. We walk over to the bookstore, people point to Adam, no one approaches him. Adam's famous, I'm not. The bookstore is crowded with students combing the shelves for whatever required reading they have for this semester. In front of the store, 2 long lines of students stretch out in front of the cash registers. Adam and I wind our way through the crowd, seeking our own books. General physics, calc, literature genres, and archetypes. Pick up all the used books I can find, but the price is already stacking up along with the weight of books in my arms. It's going to cost several $100s by the time I'm done. I take my spot in one of the lines and wait patiently as it slowly inches forward.
What are we taking? Like, what? Why are we in this college? Are we in this college because our parents were like, it's good to go to college, so we went and we took some generic classes?
I don't know.
Because I kind of feel like we seem to enjoy doing the makeup artist thing. There are many schools we could be going to really learn that and move on with that, or...
Yeah.
But we went to some sort of class about...
Greek tragedies.
Yeah.
And an English class.
So, are we actually hoping to do something else? Like, write? Or... I don't understand our college. Our college requirements.
I size up the long line of students in front of me and the single-haired cashier at the checkout counter. I've got time. Yeah?
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
No.
Her voice sounds strange.
What happened to Dad?
What's wrong? What happened? Mom takes a deep
no.
breath. It sounds like she's trying to calm herself.
Your father is in the emergency
Called
room
it.
right now.
Oh no, what happened? My voice cracks.
He collapsed at work. They don't know why yet, but...
So, heart attack or stroke, probably.
Mom's voice trails off. She seems hesitant to say more, but I can guess what she's thinking. It's expensive, isn't it?
It's one test after another right now. Insurance only covers part of it, and he won't be able to work for a while.
The books in my arms suddenly feel a lot heavier. How much am I about to spend? Is it really worth it? Mom seems to read my thoughts.
It's okay, honey. I can ask for extra hours at work. Maybe request holidays.
Oh, an American story said other than one. Should I come home? Maybe I can help.
No, you shouldn't.
She sighs.
To be honest, I didn't even want to tell you.
What? Why?
I was afraid you'd worry too much and you wouldn't be able to focus on your studies.
So I'm guessing our parents paid for our tuition then, rather than us getting out like a student loan or anything for this.
Yeah. Mom, this is Dad we're talking about. I deserve to know.
I know. That's why I'm telling you.
Her voice keeps sounding fainter and fainter. Mom, get some rest.
I will.
No, I'm serious. You both can't be sick right now.
Yes, you're right.
The two of them remain silent for a moment.
Don't worry, Sean. We'll find a way to make it work. Just do your best, okay?
Okay, I'll promise I'll help. We're a family. We'll make it through together.
I know, honey.
Another pause.
I suppose I should let you go.
Forgot the phone filter on that line. Yeah, I guess. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, Sean.
I tuck my phone away and realize that I'm nearly at the front of the line. Around me, students are chatting excitedly about classes or plans for tonight, but it all sounds like a dull humming to me. I stare at the books in my arms. Maybe I can find a classmate and borrow his or her books. Adam runs up to me with a huge smile on his face.
Sean, you're not gonna believe this. This girl actually got a tattoo of...
He stops dead in his tracks.
Whoa. What's wrong?
Nothing. Adam frowns and pokes my cheek.
You're really gonna just lie like that? Tell me.
It's just Mom called. Dad's in the emergency room. He collapsed at work and they don't know why.
What? Is he okay?
I don't know. Let's relive this conversation we literally just did. Oh, this is called bad writing. I just read this. Surely there is a way to communicate this information to the other character without having to have the viewer go through it all again. Blah, blah, blah.
Hey, you gonna buy that or what?
I look up to see that I'm currently in the front of the line. Oh, I'm sorry. I rush forward and dump my books on the counter. The cashier rolls his eyes and starts scanning my books.
Freshman.
He mutters loud enough for me to hear.
Boy, shut up, guy. She's got a lot on her mind right now.
Shut up, guy. I don't know the name.
They don't really pay me enough to care.
Do they pay you to be a jerk, or are you always like this?
The cashier ignores him and hits a button on the register. Total cost of all the books flashes on the screen. $420.69.
I wish they were that cheap.
My eyes widen. Oh.
My books were...
As I fumble with my wallet, Adam steps in front of me.
I've got it.
He pulls out his wallet and hands a card to the cashier. The cashier swipes it before I can protest. Shoves my books into a plastic bag and hands it to me with a bored look on his face.
Must be nice having a sugar daddy.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Okay, that's like I can understand the whole, please hurry up, I don't get paid enough to care, I was not paying attention to your crisis stuff, but that is Why?
Adam looks like he's about to snap back at him, but I place my hand on his arm and shake my head. As we head to the door, Adam takes a deep breath. As soon as we're out of hearing distance, he growls.
I'm really in the mood to punch something right now.
I smile weakly. Watch yourself. You'll wind up in the tabloids if you have an angry outburst in public.
What, I'm not allowed to have emotions about things?
Maybe he's having a bad day. Dealing with a line this long on his own must be tough. I'd be upset if I were stuck with that job.
Why are we so understanding?
Yeah. Ugh. Speaking of jobs, I think I should get one. Adam's expression softens.
I can help, you know, with school expenses and stuff.
Don't we have a job?
Yeah, what about all this makeup shit?
Like, are we not getting paid for that?
Did all the money go to school already?
Yeah, but like, I assume there's stuff in the future, like...
Yeah. Thanks, but I really need to do this on my own. Adam eyes me carefully.
Now's not really the time to be stubborn.
It's not being about stubborn, it's about priorities. And your money.
I make plenty of money.
Well, I had to be the one to remind you, but you've only kept enough for your own tuition. I can't ask you to stop donating to charity just to pay for my bills. It wouldn't feel right. Adam looks like he wants to protest, but my phone beeps, indicating that I've set my alarm. I pull it out and glance at the calendar. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot. I have a meeting with my advisor today.
Advisor?
Yeah, since I missed orientation, I'm going to go speak with him now.
Oh, I guess I should schedule one of those meetings then.
That would be advisable, yeah.
Advisable.
That wasn't on purpose. Anyway, I gotta go. I'll see you later. God, all of this dialogue.
That particular
Are you
section
sure you'll be okay?
was a bit of a mess.
Do you want me to come with you?
Why? Why?
He's trying to be a good friend.
I guess.
Sure. Whatever you want.
I arrive at the classroom and tentatively knock on the door. This should be an office. Spring for one extra background. A decisive voice rings out.
Come in.
Right.
I open the door to reveal an empty classroom. Feels a lot bigger with all the people in it. My advisor is standing near a desk piled high with papers. Well, I finally get to see Professor Kuvault up close. I'm not sure where Dad got the idea that he's a hitman.
John Gooden, yes? Have a seat.
Oh, we're a good in. On the front desk, and the desk in front of me sits a tiny Zen garden with a little rake. Next to it, a plastic frog rests on a wooden cube puzzle. He points to a small plastic box filled with coins.
Coins from around the world. They're from students who've studied abroad.
Wait, this is your office as well?
Yes, this doesn't make any sense. Let's just pretend this is an office and not a
classroom.
classroom.
Okay.
I see.
First, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Oh, that's nice of him to ask, actually.
Yeah, that's actually very reasonable considering the unusual spelling.
Excellent. There are so many unusual names. I always worry that I'm saying something insulting in one's native tongue. Of course, I find my name to be wholly commonplace, but in other places it must be rather exotic.
He chuckles quietly at his joke.
How are you liking your first day?
He seems nice.
It's been fine so far. Different from what I'm used to.
College is like that. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, of course.
You don't have to say that for my sake. I won't be offended. It's my job to help you have the best college experience possible.
He sounds like the kind of guy who's like, this is what you need to do to succeed. Just do this.
Yeah, like it sounds like in the when he's teaching class, he's just like, this is the thing I have to do, and now I'm giving you the assignment because you should work hard. But now that we're not in class, I can be a human being.
This is a hard break from his first class. Guess he tried to put some fear into his students on the first day. Like I said, I've had professors who are like, rah, out of the gate, and then we're just like, nah. Lol, gotcha.
Remember, rah and nah.
That's the Kathleen teaching promise. Sorry, it's not that. I'm just a bit distracted.
I hope it's not too rude of me to ask what's on your mind.
You should tell him, actually.
Well, I'm not sure if I should be saying this, but I just found out my dad won't be able to work for a while, so expenses are going to be tight. I was wondering if it was okay if I got a job.
Ah, I see.
Professor Kuvault digs through the piles of papers on a desk and pulls out a yellow sheet.
It's not uncommon for students to hold jobs, and you don't need the school's approval to get one.
He hands me the sheet.
But you might be interested in this. It's a grant application for students with financial needs.
Oh, that's really helpful.
This is why you tell your advisor this kind of stuff, because your advisor is meant to help you, and if that is a thing, then they will help. Like, he might even know about student jobs she could get on campus. Or at least where she could look for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Your current situation sounds like it might count. If you're approved, the school will lower your tuition as long as you maintain a C grade or higher.
Really?
Tuition is expensive, and we know it, but we don't want to turn away someone who wants to learn.
I look at the sheet in my hands. Everything looks fairly straightforward. Wow, thank you, sir.
Don't thank me. It's my job.
Well, I'm still grateful. Professor Kugalt waits for me to look over the sheet before he speaks.
Have you thought about a major for yourself yet?
No, honestly, I have no clue what I want to major in at all.
There's no rush to decide immediately, but you should keep it in mind as you take your classes.
No, we're in college. We would have already picked the major, because it's a university thing to pick your major later. This is written by people who didn't go.
Well, I think this is this was probably localized by people
Or
who
translated.
think college and university are interchangeable terms.
Actually, it might be in, if this is translated from a different...
And they might have been like, Americans go to college, right?
Yeah, that's true. Like, the whole thing where she says, is it okay if I get a job?
There's no rush to decide immediately, but you should keep it in mind as you take your classes.
There's, at least from what I've seen in anime, there are high schools that you can't just work part-time. It's part of the school regulations that you're not allowed to have jobs because they want you to focus on your studies.
Mm-hmm. Let's just retcon this to university because it's making a lot of sense for us. Yeah, this is not a college. Colleges in Canada are like technical schools or like transfer schools.
Like, you started a college so that you can transfer into like a university or other thing.
Very well. That's all I wanted to talk about. You can bring that form back to me or drop it in the office mailbox.
I'll do that. Thank you very much.
Take care, Sean.
How utterly reasonable. That was kind of cool. Not exciting or interesting in any way. Like, nothing in this game has been interesting so far. Like, do you care?
Not really. I mean, like, I care that... I like the fact that the teacher is not just an asshole. It's kind of nice to see. I also like the fact that he is asking about the pronunciation of her name and not just assuming and going on with it, because I've had teachers who were asshats in that direction too. But so far, it's just like, eh. I mean, I understand we're probably still in like prologue, but
yeah,
would have liked to have ran into another boy by now.
Huh.
Maybe not started with like my dad collapsing.
I mean, it sounds like it's actually not that big of a deal. Anyway, let's go back to our dorm. Blah, 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 blah.
Or maybe getting the job is part of how we meet boy 3, boy 4.
Is this a paying job?
Oh, was this an excuse for that?
Yeah. I don't see Benito anywhere, but the crowd... Oh, the developers are based in the U.S.? Okay. So they're just using college and university interchangeably.
Huh.
Everybody who's not from the U.S. assume that she's at university. I don't see Benito anywhere, but there's a crowd of people gasping in surprise in the corner. Gives me a pretty good idea of where he is. I hear a round of applause followed by the sound of coins clinking. The crowd disperses. I see Benito counting out coins and a few odd dollar bills. You will fucking get busted for busking on campus, though. Like, that is like,
yeah,
gonna be like a hell no to you.
Probably.
Ulysses. Subscribe for 11 months.
Welcome back.
Looks like I'm set for dinner tonight.
Which, I'm not sure if he's joking or not, so I simply not.
Is he a student
I'm
here?
glad you came.
Maybe he's not actually a student.
actually
Maybe
upset.
he's just hanging around busking.
Yeah, about that. I fidget a little. I'm not sure how to ask without being completely rude. I haven't decided yet whether I want to be a plant, I mean.
Oh, yeah? Well, what do I need to do to convince you?
He sounds serious, as if he's discussing a business proposition. The thing is, I need money, and I feel like such a terrible person for asking you.
I see.
He pulls a quarter from the pile of coins he collected and idly rolls it back and forth on the back of his knuckles. And a few seconds later, he nods.
I'm afraid that I don't have much money to offer, but I'm currently in the talks for a TV special right now. If it comes through, that'll pay pretty well.
Oh, that would help a lot. Or just get a job at the library.
I remember working at the library. It was real dull, but I got to read a lot of books.
I took notes for people. Like, you can get paid for like being like a note taker for people who have like learning disabilities. That's a good way to make a little extra money in school, especially if you're going to classes anyhow.
I just sat at the counter and checked out books.
Oh, that sounds even better.
I got to use the demagnetizer. It made clunk noises.
He eyes me searchingly. His fingers move quickly, flipping the quarter back and forth on the back of his hand with increasing speed.
What happened?
What?
Something happened to you after we met this morning.
Are we gonna go through this with every single person?
Not again! Nothing's wrong. He flips the coin in the air and catches it in a tight fist.
Don't try to hide it. It's my job to read people, and right now it's clear as day to me that you're in pain.
Are we gonna go
I hate
through
this boy.
with every boy where they have to be sympathetic? Is this just kind of...
There's just trouble at home.
Now you need money?
Yes.
Can we go find the bad boy trope person who just won't care?
He uncurls his finger slowly to reveal nothing but air where the coin once was.
See? That wasn't so hard, was it? Well, the TV deal is still a ways off, but if you really are strapped to
so
cash,
basically his job won't pay. His job's not going to pay. He wants you to do this for free.
Kathleen, are you strapped for cash right now?
I'm always strapped for
cash. Have you considered starting a blog?
Lifestyle vlogger! Oh no, lifestyle blogger, old school. A blog.
It's no cash cow, but it's better than nothing.
Go! Hey, we had some good suggestions about taking notes and going when working in the library. That just pays you per hour.
Yeah, like a lot of student
you
jobs.
Have to update it regularly, though.
Are very aware of like what kind of like life that you have and are flexible.
How is he telling a girl that he fucking negged for being plain and boring looking that she should go become an influencer?
He could have at least said voice actor.
Christ.
You're plain and boring. What you'd probably make a great voice actor.
What's your area of expertise?
Makeup. He raises an eyebrow. Hey, you don't have to look at me like that.
How am I supposed to look? You're not even wearing any makeup, and yet that's your area of expertise?
My mom's a professional makeup artist. I've been learning for her and working as her assistant for years. It's not just for me. And you already pointed out that I don't like being noticed.
Wait, what?
So I've always tried to avoid wearing makeup. It just makes me feel weird.
Wait.
And yet you're a professional makeup artist?
Our mom is a professional makeup artist?
Yeah.
Where does she work that she can get extra shifts and also work holidays? That... I'm confused.
It's an art. Somebody else wants to hang my art in their house. That doesn't mean I have to hang my own art in my house too.
You have a fascinating outlook on things.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever met anybody who's like...
That's a line I want to hear from...
You gotta practice on something! You gotta practice on yourself! Fascinating?
To me, at least. I hope I'll get to study you more sometime.
Ew! Friends off.
What? The front door of a nearby building opens and a small group of students exit. Benita looks them over quickly.
Sorry to cut things short, but I have to get back to work.
This guy doesn't even go to school
lucky,
here.
I'll be able to upgrade tonight's dinner to a medium combo. Stay in touch, okay?
This kid doesn't...
I don't think he goes to school here.
I nod and he bounds off like a child towards the crowd. I stand for a minute and watch him. The serious expression he had a moment ago is gone, replaced by a youthful grin. Maybe she works at a casino or an amusement park, somewhere where they're constantly having stage shows. Oh, that.
Okay.
That is actually quite a reasonable guess. How old is this guy anyway? I probably should have asked him. What's the deal with studying? At least maybe getting a job, and maybe a job is... At least I may be getting a job, and maybe a job is better than nothing. For now, I should probably leave him to his work.
Oh, our dorm room is really
normal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also normal. Right, it's got 4 walls and it's square. Not like that trapezoid one I went to. That's not a lie.
Why?
Because they wanted the building to look funky or something, and also nothing fits in the corners when everything is at a weird angle.
Yeah.
Also, we had to share.
This is my first time really getting a good look at my room. I was so tired last night I just crawled into bed, and I was running late this morning. I walked through the room slowly, taking time to appreciate each of the decorations. My parents were meticulous about getting this place to look like my bedroom back home. On the wall hangs a poster from a game I played as a child.
The game Blue.
I won the poster in a contest when I was 12, and I never had the heart to take it down as I grew up. Now it's even here in college with me. I trace the outline of the logo with my finger. Wouldn't it be nice if I could just go out and hack at a few monsters until I earned enough money to pay for college? I pull out the form that Professor Kuvald gave me earlier today and seat myself at the desk. Financial needs, huh? He said that my situation probably counted. Well, here's hoping it definitely counts. I fill out the form carefully and tuck it away in my backpack. Alright, what next? Homework, right. Blah, blah, blah. I do my homework. Wait, Adam, hold on.
Yeah.
Besides, Adam has another show tomorrow, so I don't have any time to make it up tomorrow night. So that means you have a job!
So that was her whole point when she was talking to Magician Boy, when she was just like, oh, I can't work for you. I have to work for Adam because he's got shows and stuff, and also I have schoolwork. And I'm like, well, if you already have a job, which is why you're not taking this job for, like, other reasons which you should just not take this job, then you don't really need a job, do you?
No.
You have one.
Yeah, if Adam is famous enough that people fucking recognize him and are, like, getting tattoos of his shit, then he should be paying you for doing his makeup. What the fuck? You have a job! Okay. Homework, review, blah, blah. Oh, I roll over to turn off the light, but I notice there's an envelope on the nightstand with my name on it.
The Pixies have left me a letter.
Open with a pair of scissors. Who opens an envelope with scissors? What kind of monster?
People who are afraid of paper cuts.
Do you do that?
No. I wouldn't make my scissors get used on that.
I open up with a pair of scissors and pull out the note. Dear Sean, aw, you're about to start a great adventure in your life. We're both so proud of you for having come this far already. We know that you'll do wonderfully in college. Missing you already, Mom and Dad.
Aw.
Rocket John, I open it with scissors to preserve the philately. Well, if you're a stamp collector, that's one thing.
Oh, sure.
But also, you can just open it from the non-stampy side with your fingers like a monster. P.S. Treat yourself something nice. You deserve it. A $50 bill flutters out of the envelope onto the ground.
Oh, no. Okay, that is pretty awful.
I think she just didn't notice it until now.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't, like, do that, but that's still really awful to be like, oh, this terrible thing happened to my family, and now we're in financial something happened, and here's this lovely letter from my parents that was clearly written before, and this money pops out. You're just like, no.
Yeah. You guys can't be so I don't understand. I don't understand. The money, like, obviously she's like, my parents don't have much money, and that's fine and very relatable. But if she's doing makeup on a major concert tour,
yeah,
she should be being paid.
Also, her parents aren't necessarily being flippant with their money when that's literally something they wrote before the thing happened.
Ugh.
Can't spend this.
I can't spend this now. I took it back to the envelope and stashed it in the back of the drawer on my nightstand. I mean, having some emergency money is not a bad idea. If you don't need that money for anything, like, leave that for, like, you know, later in the semester when you're like, I have no money and I am broke and I need groceries.
Yeah.
I curl up.
You'll need it.
Yeah. Yeah, just because you have money doesn't mean you have to spend it. I curl up in my bed and pull the covers over me, but I can't stop my tears. Then they blah, 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 blah. So she cries and then goes to bed. I'm so bored.
There's the sky outside and it's warm. Because it's summer still here, sort of. It's gotta go to class, take showers and stuff. Hygiene's important. Also, Dad stuff sucks. Alright, I'm in the class. I'll call Mom at lunchtime. Okay, cool. Third class time.
Oh, I get a text. And a few students around me giggle and my phone buzzes, but the professor doesn't notice. I furtively pull out my phone and glance at the text. Dad is stable right now. We love you. Ah, thank goodness.
Was there something you wanted to share with the class?
Professor Kuvald has stopped his lecture and the entire class is looking at me. My mind blanks out.
Yes, my dad is stable, and I'm very glad to have received this news. I am sorry, I checked my text messages. Good day.
Yeah, and breathe out each count. Why is everyone still staring?
You're welcome to text or chat with your friends, but don't do it here.
No, seriously, he's probably the type, if she just said, I just learned that my dad is stable, he would maybe back down.
Anyone who shows up to class should be all here. If you're not interested in being here, no one says you have to come.
That's harsh but fair, honestly.
Yeah, like, this is why I'm like, if she just said the thing about her dad, he would probably be fine with it, because he's trying to make an example of, like, I will not tolerate people just texting and doing whatever. And it is distracting. That's the kind of thing probably a teacher would do. Yeah. Yeah, no, like, I definitely remember, it's just, like, obviously, in, like, the 300-person lecture halls, like, they're, like, whatever. Yeah. Like, as long as your phone's not ringing in class, they're not going to... So, but, like, you could be like, I'm sorry, my dad is in the hospital, but turns out he's okay. Yeah. Like, breathing is... And, like, he wasn't mean about it. He wasn't like, don't be shitty. He was just like, you don't have to come to class if you don't want to, but if you're going to come to class, please pay attention. And if it's a class that's small, there's, like, 30 kids in it, that makes sense. One person getting text is very distracting. Anyhow, my breathing is finally slowed to an acceptable rate. I swallow and nod quickly. Sorry, sir, understood. Or that route works okay, too. I mean, you just want to, if you don't want, like, your whole class to know, you can just say that, let class continue, because he's just making an example of, I don't want people doing cell phones, and then maybe when class is over, you can talk to him. He wasn't that mean, right? Girl passes a note. I have to come to class? Hey, Sean. John called. Says I need to show up early for the show tonight, so I'm going on ahead. I'll see you there. The concert hall is a fairly short bus ride from campus, so I grab my makeup case and head out. As I step off the bus, I can see that people are already lining up. Wow, has Adam really gotten this popular in less than a year? I still remember his first performance at the coffee shop that forgot he was even going to be there. I move past the crowd and approach one of the smaller doors on the side, which is blocked by a burly man in a security guard jacket that's one size too small for him. I strongly suspect that the jacket was the largest option available.
No entry. You'll have to go line up in the front.
Oh, I'm part of the crew.
The crew's already all inside setting up. No one is allowed in through here.
No, I mean I'm Adam's makeup artist. The guard rolls his eyes and smiles at me patronizingly.
Well, you can go see Adam.
Why do we not have an idea if this is a thing that we do?
They have a list.
Or a list.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, this is how it works in the real world. Is you're like, I work here, and they're like, all right, what the fuck's your name? And they have a list of people that are inside, and then you show the ID, and then you get to go in. Have we been going with Adam every single time, and they just let us in, and they don't even know? Is this why we're not getting paid? We're not actually on the list? I'm so mad at how stupid this game is.
What's she doing?
I think she's trying to sneak in.
What the fuck? I'm not lying if you don't let me in.
Don't make me use force.
What? This is not how the universe works. The guard draws himself up to full height. Before I know it, I've already like, the thing is, you go, like, if you really work at a thing, you just go around to the loading zone at back. There's, like, service entrances that they tell people who work at events to use for this reason. Yeah. This wouldn't be... Our conflicts has attracted an even larger group of spectators. One girl jabs her friend.
Phone and record this. It's hilarious.
Oh my god.
I'm totally posting this to YouTube.
YouTube. Okay.
It's all right. She's in.
Oh, it's John.
Ah. John drapes his arm over my shoulder, pulling me towards his chest affectionately.
It's Adam's makeup artist. He's on the list.
His eyes twinkle and he gives me an approving nod. That's what we should have said. We don't need a man to rescue us. Wow, the security guard looks disappointed. I wonder if he was looking forward to throwing me out. Why? I give the guard a small... Don't apologize to him. He was an asshole. He didn't let you fucking finish. I don't appreciate... What does John do? I think he's Adam's manager. Okay. Yeah, this was... I don't see why they had to twist reality to have a man save us. Clearly to introduce Boy 3, although we could have met him in a different way. Okay, here's the thing. Like, if something is gonna be boring, Like,
can he manage to pay us?
There's something like, if something is boring, like I need to get from point A to point B on the bus, and nothing of consequence will happen. You can just skip that. This game skipped her being on the bus. It could have skipped her going inside. There is no need to make a conflict in which a man has to solve us because we're too incompetent to say,
we could
I work here, I'm on a list.
We could have gone inside and then ran into John.
Yeah! What the fuck? We can't have the protagonist show any agency. No kidding.
Sorry about that, Mr. Brandon. You know how it is.
John Brandon.
That I do, and we're mighty grateful you're so strict.
Oh, he's very quiet.
Wow.
I'm assuming that all their voice actors set their lines in separately. And
Yeah, but they didn't mix them.
John gives him a quick salute. He pats my shoulder patronizingly.
So, shall we head inside? I'm sure Adam's waiting for you.
Yeah! Security guard steps aside to let the two of us in. Thanks. I turned to offer John my thanks, but his expression is darkened.
You called. I gave you my mobile number for a reason.
Why weren't we on the list?
Oh, right. I figured he gave it to me out of politeness more than anything else. No! No! You are at work! Oh my god. I'm sorry.
John, he's so polite. He gave me his phone number. I don't know what I'll use this for.
Work!
So polite.
Work! I remember the writing for this game being completely different. Did they change it? Margie Argy. Oh, Ardreese is subscribed for 29 months. A while ago when we got so angry. Margie Argy, I think perhaps maybe sitting through all of these dating game experiences with me and me breaking down writing and stuff like that, maybe I think you might have higher expectations for a game nowadays. I think perhaps I've ruined you. Now you too will be like me and never know the joy of anything.
Now kiss. Come hoping to see boys kiss, leaving ruined by all dating games.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't want to bother you. Fuck off! I hate this game. Do you want to play this next week?
No.
No, we're done. We're not playing this again, but I guess we'll play till 11:30 because that's the end of our stream. Well, it's also good because I'm going to be at C2E2 next week anyhow. So. Not all dating games, just the meh ones.
Well,
I'll find
That's not true at all.
Yes, it is. His face tightens for a moment. Did I say something wrong? Hold on, let's go back. I figured he gave it to me out of politeness more than anything else. I'm sorry, I didn't want to bother you.
That's not true at all.
I don't...
Yes, it is. No, it's not! You're doing a job! You have to call for a job! That's just being a reasonable adult! Don't... Ah! This is like...
He just told us we lied. Like, even if that's true and we're like, oh, we didn't want to be a bother, he's like, that's not true. No, I said it was.
Yeah. He played a really good one a few weeks ago, the gay high school one. Yeah. No, we played Butterfly Soup was great. Honestly, Worst Dating Sim was great.
Yeah, I heard some of the voice acting you guys were doing for that one.
Matt and I had a really good time playing Worst Dating Sim and only had to, nope out of one scene once.
I mean, dating games always have possible scenes that you might not want to read live.
Yeah. Yeah, I discovered that with Beige.
Yeah.
Oh, Monster Prom was good. Arcade Spirits was good. Right? Dream Daddy was good. Lady Killer in a Bind was great. Analog A Hate Story was great. I've played lots of very good games on this stream. I just continue to get burned by Otome games. Okay. If I was her boss, I'd be like, okay, fine. The number I told you to call because you are here to do a job and you are almost prevented from doing your job. Instead of calling me, you... His face tightens for a moment. Did I say something wrong? No, if I was your boss, I'd be really fucking frustrated right now.
Sean, do you know what bothers me?
Oh, God.
Not having a makeup artist bothers me. Getting a ring on the phone? Not so much.
I mean,
honestly, 100% this.
I agree with him. I just kind of wonder if he just handed her his phone number and was like, here.
No, I don't think so.
Or contact me if you need something. Or something more generic that made her not think that she should call him if she's having a hard time getting in, because she clearly is this shy protagonist. And I don't know. I don't fault his attitude on that. I do fault like some of this other stuff, but I also don't understand why she had problems getting it in the first place.
Yeah, not having a makeup artist bothers me. Getting a ring on the phone, not so much. I assume that this kind of tone comes from months of frustration.
It comes from someone who's frustrated by other people. Probably. Like, if you're not the one causing the frustration, then chances are that there are other people that you have to deal with that are like this, and then they end up not getting jobs. This is the kind of thing where you don't get called back for a job.
Yeah. I mean, I'm honestly like, yeah, this is harsh, but, like, I'm with John on this one. It's fair, right? Like, what was she gonna do? Just walk away? She's there to do a job. She should have been like, my name's on the list. Like, stand up for yourself. Have a modicum of respect. Are you not being paid for this job? Are you just being exploited? Like, what is going on?
I mean, if I'm not getting paid and I showed up and then I can't get in, then I'm like, well, whatever.
I didn't have a choice, that guard.
The guard was doing his job. What about you? You look ready to turn tail and hide when a simple call would have set everything right.
Have a spine. Yeah, but respect yourself. Stand up for yourself.
I mean, yeah, our interaction with the guard hadn't even concluded yet, though. So like, I'm kind of like, we might have still like figured that out as an option to call him in a second. Maybe. I doubt that, but
I feel tears welling up in my eyes, but I blink them back. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't be crying over something like this. My breathing is getting shallower. The words I want to say stick in my throat, but I finally managed to speak. I'm kind of shy about...
It's not shyness, it's selfishness.
Oh, well, now he's being a little mean.
Yeah.
You're uncomfortable doing something, so instead of pushing through, you hide behind your own insecurity.
Ah, the thesis of the game, thank you. His voice is so cold. He doesn't even sound angry. He just sounds tired.
I'm not the one who chose you. Adam did. And you were about to let him down.
The mention of Adam's name, I suddenly feel my temper flare up. Shut up! I step in front of him and spin around to block his way. John eyes me with a mixture of disappointment and weariness. I feel the tears heating up in my eyes again, but John either doesn't notice or care.
What do you want, Sean? Should I coddle you and tell you it's okay to run away? I'm not your nanny.
Ugh. I want you to shut up. I clench my fists, holding myself back from the punch I so dearly want to place in his face. John sighs and places his hands in his pocket. He looks resigned, as if he's given up on me. He walks past me without making any eye contact. He's being rude, but she's behaving like a literal toddler. He's telling her she's telling her a hard truth she doesn't want to hear, so she's like imagining punching him and just being like unreasonable and telling him to shut up.
I don't think it's wrong to imagine punching someone if you're angry at them.
Yeah.
I mean, telling him to shut up isn't going to help her situation right now. It's better to let him walk away. She's in now. She needs to move on, but...
Yeah, like, he's basically being like, you have to stand up for yourself. You're an adult. You're here to do a job, which is not... If, like, considering how she's behaved, perhaps this is not the first time that something like this has happened.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
I can't draw that conclusion.
I'm going to the conclusion that everyone in this scene is awful. Yeah, I don't know. She's at, like, honestly, from me, a person, she's also acting unreasonable. Like,
sure.
They're trying to make her sympathetic, but she's acting pretty unreasonable. Like, it's not, like, I get that you're shy, and I get that the guard was being rude, but, like, you could be like, please check your list. I don't know. Like, what is the nature of this job? Is she even getting paid to do it? So she's like, Little Miss Meek with the professor in the garden, Benito. And then John is like, Adam chose you, and she suddenly grows enough of a spine to block someone's way and think about clocking them? What the fuck? Yeah, it's sort of like it's strange to me.
It's, like, with the Adam thing, I think Adam's set to be probably your easy choice of dating, especially in, like, your first playthrough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the only thing that gives her agency. Ugh. John and I haven't traded many words before. This is probably the longest conversation we've had. It's the only conversation we've had now that I think about it, and I already hate him.
See, that's what I mean. I don't think she's necessarily done this before. I think he's if you have a lot of people who potentially do this thing and make your job hard, especially in an entertainment industry kind of way, this is how you treat people.
He's a cat herder for a living.
Yeah.
He's got no patience anymore.
Yeah.
It's been eroded away.
This is why I don't think she's necessarily done this before.
Yeah.
Or had this happen. Although if this is the only conversation they had, I don't know how she got his phone number.
It's a very good point.
I mean, because I would have assumed the conversation would have at least been Adam saying, "Hello, John, my manager. This is the makeup artist in which I would like to use, and I'm introducing the two of you so you both know who each other is, because she'll need to be on a list and she will need to have an ID." And he will be like, "Ah, yes.
Okay.
And here is my phone number in case you need something and something happens.
Yeah.
Because you'll need to get into the thing. Maybe we don't have your ID ready right now. Please call us if you have problems getting in. We'll put you on the list."
Yeah.
I don't know.
What? Also, no! She literally said, no, John planned for Adam to have all his classes in the morning. Ah. After a few steps, John stops to stare at the bright lights in the ceiling. He turns his head slightly and rolls his eyes in my direction.
Adam's down there, by the way. Try not to be late.
He turns and walks down the hall without bothering to wait for my response. I relax my fists and take a deep breath, trying to subdue my anger. As I watch John walk away, I can feel my fingers curling up into a tight fist again. I turn on my heel and stalk towards Adam's dressing area. I slam my makeup case into the ground with a frustrated grunt. I'm sorry, protagonist, that you were not acting like you had a job to do and almost fucked an entire concert and kind of got yelled at.
When slammed my makeup case into the ground, I probably had to pay for that myself.
Yeah, they do actually.
Yeah.
Makeup artists have to buy their own stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Adam takes a small step back as soon as he sees my face.
What happened?
I swallow hard and attempt to smile. Oh, sorry, the security guard wouldn't let me in.
And then?
And then I didn't bother to tell him I worked here. John let me in. I grit my teeth as I say his name.
Is that all?
Adam searches my face carefully. Yeah, honestly.
That's all I'm going to tell you right now.
I carefully wipe away a stray tear still hiding in the corner of my eye. A protagonist with no agency and temper tantrums. Yeah. Oh, she did tell him she worked
she
there.
did.
But she didn't. She wasn't like, I work here. I'm on the list. Look at your list, right?
I don't think he would have taken that answer anyway, because she said, "I'm Adam's makeup artist." He could have looked at the list to see if that was true.
I suppose.
Hey, Adam, did you know you have a makeup artist in this game? This is you now. You're this anime protag with, like, this really long growing hair split thing going on.
Can I put some powders on you?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, okay. After stream, I've got a variety of unguents here I can slather upon you.
So like Beege's unguents?
Huh?
Beege's unguents?
Yeah.
This bandolier of creams and ointments.
He's only got like 6.
If he were only clean, only he were clean enough to spit upon. There, now that's all.
That bad, huh?
There's a big crowd out front. The security guard looked like he wanted to send me to jail. I nearly had a panic
Does
attack.
John know about you and crowds?
I don't know. Did you tell him? Did I tell him? I guess we didn't have. We've never talked before.
I shake my head. I didn't want him pitying me. Then he had to come and say, okay. Then he had to come and save me anyway, and I almost cried. I'm so stupid. Like, I'm not trying to be unnecessarily hard on the protagonist, but like, if she's Adam's makeup artist, she has a professional job to perform, I assume. So stuff like, I don't like crowds. I want to go in the back. Even if it's through Adam. Even if it's like, Adam, tell your boss that I don't want to...
It seems like a thing, but like, she didn't have time to have him pitying her. Because she didn't even, like, he just showed up.
Yeah. So she had, like...
Do we... I would have liked some choices in this game.
Yeah.
Are there choices in this game?
You're the smartest person I know.
Thanks, but that doesn't change what happened. I've been worrying about Dad all day and trying not to. And add that to trying to figure out the finances, I guess this just kind of pushed me over the line, of all things. I pull out my makeup case and open it with a sigh. We'd better get you ready. I'm late enough as it is. Adam sits down. He knows better than I do to try and push the issue.
Oh, you know what would be great right here? A makeup minigame. Where we get to put makeup on his face.
Yes!
So, about your dad.
Oh yeah, they still know what happened, but he's stable. Yay!
Good.
Blah, blah,
It's been
blah.
on my mind all day, you know.
You don't have to worry about this.
Your dad's a cool guy, and you're my best friend. Of course I'm gonna worry.
My dad.
I
Cool
know,
dad.
it's just... Adam groans and cuts me off. Yeah, I don't think I'd be so annoyed with this game, Coffee Princess, as I feel like she should have had the chance to fix it herself. I feel like just an option to pop up to make me feel a little bit more like I tried, I attempted.
Yeah.
I had something where I had some agency, but the game sort of contrived it that basically I didn't do anything, so a man had to come and rescue me, and then I got annoyed.
Yeah.
But it didn't give me the chance. Like, I was kind of like, okay, I'm just being railroaded into this.
It's just nothing. I'm gonna worry about you whether you like it or not. How many years have we known each other?
All of them.
Kind of lost count.
Exactly. So none of this don't worry about me nonsense.
He stands up and brushes him off. Like, the game is actually making it seem like more like that she's not actually like, I don't like crowds, and more like, I actually have real issues, like, with crowds. And, like, actual, like, anxiety issues. Which I realize is coming from a part of show, don't tell. But I feel like...
I mean, in a visual novel type game, you're all about telling.
Yeah.
A good portion of the time, you're all about telling, especially when there's static screenshots. Even because your showing is in the vein of a novel, in which means you have to tell the audience, even if it's just through description.
Yeah.
It's
They didn't
it's
say-
hard to show not tell in a visual novel because.
But.
It's not like when you're filming and you can see a small detail in the background and you'd be like, oh, that was important.
I just feel like
Right?
in this medium, if they're like, no, she's actually got, like, anxiety issues, you need to put that out there so I'm not like, what the fuck, girl, do your job. I think I'm blaming this on the writers.
Anyway, it's go time.
No makeup
Wish me
no
luck.
makeup minigame. Like you need it. Adam waves and heads to the stage wing. I can hear the crowds of people chattering excitedly. The minute Adam steps onto the stage, they erupt into a cheer. I pull out a book from my bag. As much I'd prefer to watch the show, I'm going to study hard now and keep up my grades. That
Well,
grant depends on it.
I would not be able to study in this situation. Like, good for her for being able to do that, if she can, but, like, loud noise like that, there's no way. No way I'd be able to do homework.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's probably seen all this like a million times before. She's been on him all summer, touring with him all summer, though.
Mm.
It's hard to pay attention to the reading, though. My mind is still swimming with thoughts about what John said. That's not shyness, it's just selfishness. Well, now I'm disagreeing, because, like, if you have anxiety problems, it's not, like, that's not
That's
something...
not selfishness.
Yeah.
That's also just not shyness at that point either, though.
Yeah. My muscles have tightened up again. I can't believe you managed to make me so angry in such a short amount of time. I run my fingers through my hair and pace back and forth. I know I shouldn't be so quick to pass judgment, but what am I even doing here? Being paid to be a makeup artist?
I hope so.
Question mark?
I hope there's the word pay involved.
My question is swallowed by the pounding music and the cheers of the crowd. Music winds down, and Adam jogs backstage, exuberant. Another good show? Brush aside my dismal thoughts and offer Adam an encouraging smile.
You know it.
He throws himself in his chair and moans.
I'm so tired, though. Do I really have to go to school tomorrow?
I mean, probably. You could talk to your agent about that. Maybe they can make it so you don't have to go to class in the morning. Though they decided that all your classes should be morning classes, which seems ill-advised.
You're the one who said you could handle it.
Well, you should have stopped me.
Yeah, like I could do that. I give him a gentle tap on the head.
How?
He rubs a spot on his head sadly.
You're gonna make me stupid if you keep hitting me on the head like that. Yeah, I know. I'm already stupid.
I didn't say a thing.
You didn't have to. I can see it in your eyes.
He smiles and leans towards me.
I'm glad you're less worried. You were starting to get wrinkles.
That's so charming! Because as we know, the worst thing a woman can do is advance through time.
Well, that's why they call it a wrinkle in time.
I quickly cover my forehead. How dare you say the passage of time affects me like it does other mortal beings?
You definitely were.
Adam Eaton, you should know better than to tell a girl that she's getting wrinkles. You know what?
Font are they using? I like the K.
You know what I think? I think wrinkles are a sign of your cronely wisdom. Every wrinkle is another spell and hex that you can put on somebody who has wronged you or written a terrible dating game.
My understanding was wrinkles were because you moved your face and it wasn't made of plastic.
I said you were getting wrinkles. Not anymore.
The principle still holds. Crone or nothing.
No, I really don't think it does.
Fucking leave me to my hut in a swamp, bastard. I'll be down there mixing unguents and tinctures.
And getting paid for it.
Yeah, that's right. I don't sell those fucking tinctures for free. There's all sorts of herbs and, like, deer blessings and stuff in there. You gotta wave them in front of a muskrat, and the muskrat does his, like, animal magic. That shit don't come for free. The muskrat wants, like, some nuts or whatever the fuck they eat.
You gotta pay your muskrats. You just gotta. They're unionized. Because they're smart.
Well, I don't even know.
Are we heading back to campus or what?
Why, don't we go to bed? Oh, wait, I guess we sleep on campus. Wait, why do you sleep on campus? You're in a dorm?
Wasting time, Sean. You know me.
No, not really.
Come on, let's go back together.
We've only known each other for about 2 days now.
Oh, I have a new email.
A job offer. From someone who pays. I hope.
Whoa, he's the producer and director for Double Agent. My parents love that show. Well, the name is legitimate, but I really hope this isn't some kind of elaborate joke.
They're not usually jokes if they're fake. They're usually called scams at that point.
Yeah. My cursor hovers over the delete button, but I hesitate. If this is real, it's a great opportunity. Hardly anyone knows who I am or what I do, or even the fact that I'm here. I guess this is real. I should say I can make it. Hi, Sean. My name is Lloyd Newton, and I'm directing a test shoot tomorrow for a possible TV series to be filmed here. Unfortunately, the makeup artist we had has been called away by a family emergency. I'm really hurting to find someone. Sorry for the late notice, but I heard you were a reliable girl, and I was hoping you'd be able to come in and help us out tomorrow. Mean the world if you did. Loves, Lloyd. I'm assuming that this is something your mom set up.
Maybe. I mean, if mom's a professional makeup artist and she knows people, then that would help. That would help us. Can we reply? We can reply. That was like our first choice.
I'm so excited. Yay. We'll need you at 5 a.m. tomorrow. It's at Dodgerson Studios in Studio C. The address is on their site.
Okay, I mean, they would send us a real address, I think, but
5 a.m. bus off? Yeah, that's not unreasonable, honestly.
That's filming. That's the life of a makeup artist. That's actually not I mean, it's gonna really suck because she's like, it's clearly nighttime and gotta get up in the morning that early. That's gonna be harsh.
You're gonna get 4 hours of sleep.
And then go to class.
Holy fuck, Disney rehired James Gunn for Guardians 3?
See no mention of compensation. Yeah, I mean...
Maybe they're like, you're a reliable girl and you never seem to ask for money. Sure told Pixar it didn't happen. Blah, blah, blah. Looks like I've got work. And I'm only gonna get 4 hours of sleep tonight.
Yep.
Right? I have already been in college for 2 days and I'm already planning to skip class.
Yes, of course you are. You need money. It's 2 days and you'll probably be okay. First year of college, probably be okay. I do not believe the bus driver is actually running a bus at 5 a.m. though.
Yeah.
Doors unlocked. Voices. stuff.
Hello?
Oh, good. There's gonna be a boy here. We're gonna finally meet a new boy. If it's Ben, I'm gonna... Okay. Yep, I knew it. Vampire.
He's so tall.
Vampire.
I feel a hand clamped over my mouth as someone pulls me back into a dim hallway. My heart starts racing. Who is this? Some sort of stalker? Is he here to see me or one of the actors? He's the mysterious one.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, I can't say I like him.
Vampire.
I try to pull away, but he holds me closer. I told you not to move. I clench my fist and give my attacker a firm jab in the stomach with my elbow. Correct.
Yes.
His body tightens up, but he doesn't let go.
Don't move.
Please? Before I can respond with another jab, a group of girls strolls past us.
Maybe he went to a different studio?
The girl who looks to be the leader is scrolling furiously through a set of photos on a digital camera.
I really thought I saw him go in here, though.
Well, let's keep looking.
What random girls are up at 5 a.m. for this?
The other girls voice their agreement and they head off down the main hallway. This is literally a scene from Yuri on Ice, but it made more sense in Yuri on Ice. Remember when Yurio and Odebek are being chased down and Yurio has to ride on Odebek's motorcycle? And he's just like, oh, so cool at the end?
Yeah.
And Yuri and Victor are like, bye!
It's like 5 a.m. If those girls are here, they're probably here because they work here. I would hope. I don't know.
This game has a lot of logical inconsistencies. Right?
I wonder how many people wrote it.
Also, like, even if this was a 5 a.m. shoot, there would still be somebody being like, why are you here? Even at 5 a.m. It's a TV studio. They wouldn't just let somebody in with
They
an
wouldn't just leave
door.
the door unlocked. It's also true. Also, like, how did he know she wasn't a stalker as well? Like, he's hiding from a bunch of girls. Why is he grabbing her to, like, I mean, I know story-wise why, but...
I stopped mid-sentence at the sight of a young man doubled over and clutching his stomach.
Oh.
I didn't hit him that hard, did I? He slowly straightens himself. He's taller than I expected. He is very tall and thin. Hi, are you okay?
He's a model.
Sorry about the, you know.
No, it's my fault. I'm the one who grabbed you. It was pretty rude of me.
It was more than rude.
His face turns bright red as he realizes... Hold on. Let's turn our voices up a little bit. As he realizes the full weight of his
I'm so
action.
sorry.
Oh.
Those girls were chasing me, and then I panicked, and...
His voice is barely audible now. Well, just don't do it again, I guess? Who were those people?
I'm not sure. I'm supposed to be filming a commercial, but one of the crew members posted a photo of the studio online.
Oh, that crew member's fired.
I guess they wanted to see the shoots.
He fiddles with the strand of hair and keeps a steady gaze on the ground.
And then it looked like they wanted to talk to me, so I kind of ran away.
Smooth. I mean...
I'm usually not this bad. They just caught me by surprise. I didn't think anyone would want to talk to me.
Fucking glass houses, girl, don't we?
It's 5 a.m. I don't want to talk to anyone at 5 a.m.
I don't know why they wouldn't. You're a model, aren't you?
How can you tell?
Perfect skin, nice hair, good posture, and you're tall. Definitely a model.
Oh, I see. You're really smart.
Smooth. Pot, kettle. Like, I think the reason he grabbed her was to give an exciting way to meet him.
Oh, yeah, like, story-wise, that's the whole point.
So, let me rewrite this for you from a way that's not weird, and we'll still humanize him. In fact, we'll humanize him even more. Like, imagine she's standing there, she's looking around, and she goes to turn the corner, and she sees him, like, run past her and, like, hide crouching with his hands over his head. And then she's like, wait, what's going on? And then he's like, shh. And then, like, this crowd of teenage girls runs by, and they're like, ah! And he's just like... See? That's much more humanizing. He doesn't have to grab her. She doesn't have to elbow him. He can still be weird and, like, shush her and stop her from talking.
Yeah.
It makes just so much more sense. Everything makes more sense that way.
Salt is so exciting. So, have you heard of the, I think it's called the suspension bridge theory?
No.
Of falling in love?
No.
It's, so I've seen this show up in anime as a thing, and it's basically the idea is if you're on a rickety suspension bridge with another person, then when you get off, because of all the adrenaline and the fear and the excitement, you push those feelings onto the other person there, and that then have a higher chance of falling in love with that person. And typically, I think that's what most of these scenes are supposed to be, is they're meant to be heart-pounding moments that scare you a bit, but also excite you. Like Kabudan.
Yes. Trauma bonding, says Coffee Princess.
I mean, I didn't say it was a good thing. I just, that's what I think this kind of thing comes from.
Yeah, I don't think that culturally resonates with North American women. I think we're like, ah!
I mean, I don't know about that, because there's always, in a lot of dating games, one of the tropes is the dangerous guy who will always, like, just come up to you and put his hand around you and do all those things, and it's meant to be exciting and heart-pounding. I think it is a stereotype that some people find interesting. It's why we have vampires.
That's true, yes. Anyhow, you could still have a heart-pounding situation. Okay, so imagine he runs by and he's like hiding, and you're like, what's going on? And he grabs you and pulls you down with him, and then you're like, you're both crouching, like hiding under like a desk or something like that, and like all these like streams of girls are going by, and she's like, what's going on? Then and he's like, shh. And so they're doing this like hiding from zombies thing, but he doesn't have to touch her. He doesn't have to like assault her or grab her out of nowhere, and it makes more sense.
Well, yeah, because it's the like, I mean, you grabbing the person is one thing, but then like holding them so they're restricted, covering their mouth. There's a lot in that. I don't know.
Anyhow, make this guy brunette and give him some fungusy green and black cloak, and that's basically my headcanon for what Vogos looked like, which was canonically extraordinarily good looking, like distractingly so. Like the kind of person that is very cute for the sake of being a very romantic, heroic tuxedo mask type. Anyhow.
Maybe. But girls are scary.
Aw. Whoa, is this guy 10 years old or something? Am I scary? I'll take that as a yes. Anyway, I'll be out of your perfectly conditioned hair as soon as you point me in the direction of Studio C.
Oh, that's next door.
He looks happier now that the focus isn't on him anymore. What was Vogos's charisma? I imagine that's what a 20 is. Yeah, actually, he had a 19 charisma score. Oh wait, whoops, I've skipped. Blah blah blah.
Oh, just take the main hallway out. It's the building right in front of you.
He went for the whole like the model who doesn't want people to pay attention to him.
Yeah.
He's probably like really good at his job when he's on stage though, and just not off.
By the name, my name's Sean.
Oh, Matthew.
Well, thanks for the directions.
Well,
Matthew.
now we got a Matt. The only one we've got
don't
so
have
far
John.
is John that we don't have.
Thank God. Good luck with the girls and stuff.
Thanks.
I hurry down the hallway over to Studio C.
Sean! It's just about to come looking for you.
Sorry.
Wait, you are Sean, right?
Guy with ponytail.
He comes rushing towards me and skids to a halt a few feet in front of me.
Please tell me he's boy number 5.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got a bit lost.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm just glad you're here. I'm the director and producer, Lloyd Newton. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Alright, Lloyd shakes my hand enthusiastically. I'm not late, am I?
You're not late at all. I was just fretting that you were going to be carted off with those other girls.
What girls?
Security said a couple teenage girls tried to crash the film.
Where was security at the front?
Yeah.
I was worried that you were taken away with them.
Oh yeah, I ran into them.
No trouble, I hope?
No trouble. If you don't count one very skittish model.
Great!
Lloyd turns and dashes
let's
off.
get started.
He's the energetic one.
So, how much do you know about this project?
Literally nothing, because you emailed me last night. Only it's a test shot right now.
Right. Although we usually call it a pilot presentation. We basically spend one day putting together shots to show networks what the show would be like. If it's good enough, a network will pick it up and we'll get to make a series. We're tentatively calling it Cops and Robbers. Name subject to change.
Name totally changing.
It's a crime drama. Lots of things blowing up.
Name is absolutely changing.
Oh, I see. I tried to sound as enthusiastic as him, but my voice sounds flat.
Not a fan of explosions?
I don't watch TV very often.
It's probably better for you if you don't. I hear watching violent shows turns you into a criminal.
I'm not sure how to respond. He's joking, right?
Yeah, sometimes
Your job
if you
is to make sure all our actors look pretty.
if you watch a medical drama, it turns you into a doctor sometimes by accident.
Ooh. He leans towards me and whispers conspiratorially.
No easy task, I assure you.
Oh, he's definitely joking.
The trailers are that way, and I'll see you on set.
Alright, well, it sounds like we've got the job for one day.
I've heard only great things about you.
1 day's worth of pay is still money. If we're getting paid.
Alright, so we're gonna do some makeup, blah blah blah.
There's a familiar looking woman. Selena Haraway. She's in movies and stuff.
Okay.
Is this wardrobe?
Sorry, ma'am. Makeup. I'm Sean Gooden. It's nice to meet you.
You look rather young. Is this your first gig?
Not my first time working on set, but it was my first time being a lead artist.
Do you plan to make a career out of this?
I don't know. Do I get a choice?
I don't know. That's what I want for now, at least. Selena approaches me swiftly and leans down to look me in the eye.
Are you just doing this to pass the time until your big break?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Are you planning to become an actress?
No, not at all. That sort of thing definitely isn't for me. Her smile doesn't look very happy. There's a hint of loneliness in her
Good for you.
photos. Okay, this is a very intense conversation. I stare at her, waiting for her to say anything else. Well, I should let you get to wardrobe?
Are you dating
Of course.
option? No? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just want my options open. She seems like she has an interesting story. Maybe.
Alright, so we're gonna do her makeup, blah blah blah. This is pretty harsh lighting. What kind of scene are we filming?
Something in a police station.
Right, cops and robbers. Should have guessed. Are you the cop or the robber?
Of the hard-hitting, tough nature. It's television, honey. You're pretty or you're comedic relief. No one cares about realism.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Alright, blah blah blah.
I want this game to have makeup mini
Thank you.
games. It'd be great.
Oh, Selena, my beautiful leading lady.
The boys already put your marks down.
Blah blah
Not
blah.
bad, Sean. Tough and beautiful.
I only accented what's already there. I think most of the credit goes to Miss Haraway.
No, modesty is for suckers. Next time, tell me how great you are.
Okay.
He's very energetic.
I like him.
Yeah.
Like out of all the boys we've seen so far, I like him.
Yeah.
Like he's energetic, but he's not like annoying.
Quiet on the set. Rolling.
Yeah. I don't think he's
Robbers.
annoying.
Scene 8.
No, I think he's just like the blah, like I don't care.
Chief, he's out there killing people without worrying about protocol. We can't keep playing by the same rules.
Reset, still rolling? Action!
Cops and robbers. Scene 8. Take 2.
Chief, he's out there killing people without worrying about protocol.
Do murderers care
If you won't do anything about it, I will.
If you won't do anything about it, I will.
Yeah.
Has that ever
Good.
is there a
Reset,
protocol I
still
don't know
rolling.
about?
Give me something different. Action!
Cops and robbers. Scene 8.
Don't try to stop me.
If we're gonna spend this much time with this actress, we should totally be able to date her.
Just gonna touch you up.
Alright, reset.
Bum, bum, bum. Filming takes work, there's camera angles, and stuff happens.
That's a wrap. I hope to see you all again soon.
Goodbye, everyone. Very quietly, politely clap. Pack up your things.
Well done, Sean. I knew I could count on you.
You're welcome.
I'm flattered, but I'm also completely exhausted.
You look ready to collapse.
Something like that. How do you manage?
Caffeine, mostly. Oh, and good food. I just found this pho place downtown, and it's amazing. The only place I've been that makes it better is Vietnam.
Not good, huh?
That good. You should check it out sometime.
How do people give thumbs ups here?
I will when I'm more awake.
Right. Get home and get some sleep.
Blah blah blah. Whoa. You spent all day there.
Ugh.
Cold?
John appears behind me. I can't tell if he's angry or amused. Instantly, my muscles tighten. Why is he here?
Another client, maybe?
What are you doing here?
Ba-ba-dum-ba-dum.
Lloyd's an old mate of mine. I was just popping by to see how filming went.
My mind connects the dots quickly. You're the one who gave him my contact info.
I'd be lying if I said no.
Why? I thought I was selfish and unreliable.
You're the only makeup artist in the area I know, and it was rather an emergency.
So I'm his last resort. Better than nothing, I guess.
I'm wearing a sweater. Going to the bus.
Where are you going?
The bus.
My school. Why do you care?
Do you need a lift?
What? You're offering me a ride?
It's cold out and you need a lift. I can provide one.
Do
it's
I
no more
have
complex
to?
than that.
Do I have to deal with your?
So now you're a gentleman? He sighs.
You'd prefer it otherwise.
Oh,
Our
options.
choice.
Okay, so we accept his offer. I feel like we're making him a dating option.
Ugh. I have a better idea.
Is there a third option?
Yeah, we just quit playing.
I mean, I guess it is quarter two. Good options.
Stream has been live for exactly 2 hours, says Lurbot.
Oh, good. We made up the time that we had to be down resetting all the computers.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, I think we're done. I think we're gonna give Backstage Pass a pass. The fuck off option you mentioned, says Account Made for Ants.
It's a funny thing. There's an invisible option in every game most people don't know, and it's called quit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we'll be going back to that. No offense to whoever recommended that to me. Like, it might get better, but I just don't think it's very well written.
Got a very slow start. Like, I feel like we're still in prologue, because I don't think we've met all the dating options yet.
No, I think we have. I think the last one was Matthew.
Oh, okay.
I think he's the best one so far. He's shy like us. We can
like
be shy
Matthew.
together.
If I had my way, I'd either be Lloyd or Selena. Was that her name? One day her.
I don't think we'll see her again, unfortunately. I don't know.
So, like, she seemed like the standoffish kind who's just like, just thing about whatever, and this is how I see makeup artists a lot of time. Oh, you're not like that. Cool. Hey, we got to know each other because you were doing your makeup minigame on me, because minigame should totally be in this game. I would like a makeup minigame.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Like, you know, like, I know Night in the Woods is a different kind of game, but they had these minigame things that just kind of popped up in the middle that they didn't have to do.
Yeah.
And I really liked that about that, to the
Me
point
too.
where I actually get disappointed in other games that don't.
Yeah.
Even though I know that requires more work and whatnot. I know. Job 2020, thank you for that sub. Welcome to the channel.
Account Made for Ants says they looked into it. Celine doesn't seem to be an option, but there is a female model you can date later.
Oh, well, that's cool.
That sounds cool.
I
Yeah.
mean, usually you don't get a female option in a boy dating game like this.
No. Or you get a friendship option. They're just such good friends.
I'm okay with there being a friendship option. I just wish it wasn't always forced upon the girl.
Yeah, why can't you just choose to be platonic friends with one of the
friendship
boys?
boy option would be cool. Or I thought I read a thing that said Arcade Spirits had one where you could just be friends with everybody if you were nice to everyone.
Yeah.
And that honestly seems like a cool option to get. Like, I like that idea.
Yeah. Hi, Rock Pusher. I like your emotes. Good grief. You know what? I want to write? I want to write some sort of, like, story adventure game where you don't date anyone. It's just all friendship. All of the options are friendship, but you choose who you're friends with.
I mean, you could play Danganronpa. It's a visual novel where everyone just dies.
Not like that. Everybody lives at the end.
There's definitely not really dating going on.
That's it. Yeah, I want, like, you know what? Here's the thing. People are like, well, how about more options for ace folks? Here's the thing.
I would like that.
I would like it too, but I don't think friendship is something that only ace folks want to pursue. I think you can be a romantically inclined person and not want to date everybody and just get to know characters and understand them.
Well, and if you're Demi, like, being able to actually get to know a character first and then be like, yeah, you know what? I could totally date that character. Would be kind of nice.
Yeah.
But friends would also be great. It would be great if like every person wasn't out there trying to bone you.
For those interested, can you click on the ending options Imgur?
Ending list. Get expelled from school. I mean, yeah, I could totally see expulsion from school being a thing. Oh, hey, you can befriend people.
Oh, that's good.
That's cool. That's neat.
Maybe this game is better than... I don't know, I just have...
It just seems like it's got a slow start. Like, I could see it turning around once you get out of...
I don't know if I want to give it 6 hours to turn around.
I mean, I don't. But...
Maybe you should. I think we're done, though.
Yeah, we're absolutely done.
I want to go get lunch and get way more coffee, and then we got to do our writing meeting.
Yeah, going to bed at 1:30 was a bad idea.
All right, thanks, everybody. So, as a reminder, there's no Now Kiss this next week because I'll be in Chicago for C2E2.
Yeah, also, Kathleen's going to be in Chicago for C2E2, along with...
some other people.
Beach and Graham and...
Ian.
All right, because you guys are doing like a late night dub fight.
We're doing late night dub fight
and
the panelists.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
It'll be really cool. So if you're going to be in Chicago, please come and see us live. And if you're not going to be in Chicago, don't. But if you're going to be in Boston, maybe see Graham and Beej and Adam and Alex, who are going to be at PAX East the next weekend.
Yeah.
So, yay!
Con month.
Bye, everybody.